Hi, welcome to Sound and Communications Viewpoint. I'm Dan Shoman, General Manager of Mass Sound. I'm joined with Jonathan Shor, Director of Technology of McCann Systems. Today we're here to talk about some human resources issues, primarily employee acquisition, retention, and training. So with that, let's dig right in. The first topic I'd like to cover today is employee acquisition.
Okay.
And what I'm looking for from you is, what are your main sources when you're looking to acquire new talent within your company?
Well, a couple different things. Headhunters, obviously, is one way to look for people who are within the industry. It's always good for people who have experience. Another way would be using the internet, using different trade magazines. Sound and Communications has, employment areas. Infocom, their website, different areas as well. One of the challenges I found is when trying to go out of the industry using things like Monster, other type of services like that,
Right.
They don't even have an audiovisual clarification. They don't. It's hard to judge where to actually put the ad. If you're looking for a project manager.
Right. Do you find it particularly challenging, being that it's primarily technically based, and finding an area to put that?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes if I was hiring a technician, I've ended up putting it under just installation services, where you find, people who are electricians under there, or guys who are installing HVAC. I mean, totally different industries, but yet, technical.
Do you find that people within those other industries can translate into the integrator systems, what we do?
I think certain industries can. If you could find somebody who has experience in security,
Right.
Somebody who has experience in data and running networks and things of that nature. But I think one of the things we really need to deal with is getting people out there to understand that this is a growing industry, that this is a great industry for people to get into. They talk about what are the great careers that are going to be happening in the next year? This career, physical therapy, or nursing, and these different types of careers that people are going to school for, and they have all these programs. We need to get audiovisual out there to the trade schools, the
Right.
Chubb Institutes, and the different trade industries.
Have you tried actually soliciting any of those trade schools to see if there's qualified candidates coming out of there?
We have, with some degree of success. One of the companies we've dealt with worked with NSCA to come up with a contractor's class where it was like basic, snaking cables and
Right.
basic terminations and things of that nature. That was pretty good. But some of the higher level technical colleges where guys are getting degrees in networking and or network engineering, why not push an audiovisual technical class in there? I mean, take some of the Infocom classes and maybe
Right.
relate it in there.
Under that same umbrella, once you get, you were talking about the different classifications within your technical staff. Once you get one of the lower level, entry level technicians in, how do you go about moving them up the ladder?
Well, I guess first you have to qualify the person, where you think they could even move to.
Right.
So I think a lot of it has to do with some online training and some basic technical background, but really just throwing them into the fire with some good other experienced people, and if they have the drive to learn, I feel like anybody who has a decent technical mindset and
Right.
who has a drive
Yep.
will succeed at our company, because if they want to learn, we're going to give it to them. We're going to give them challenges and interesting installs, and sometimes some crazy deadlines, and
I can't agree with you more.
and things like that. I'm sure you get into the same situation, where you're sort
Right.
of under the gun, and
Trial by fire, we call it.
yeah.
It seems to be.
And if they're going to make it through, it's going to become very evident which type of personality is going to make it through, and then where they want to go in the company.
You say it becomes very evident. What do you think that time period is where you bring in someone new? Maybe they're not as technically advanced as the upper level guys. How long before you know that they're going to either move on or they're going to be stable?
I think it varies. I mean, I think it's understanding, how quickly they can bring things on, how quickly they can retain,
Right.
And it's okay, people are going to make mistakes with
Yep.
things. The main thing is, let them make a mistake, but then do they make the same mistake again? Do they understand what they did wrong, where they corrected, and can
Right.
they learn from that so they don't, keep
Gotcha.
doing the same thing?
That's a great point. And with that, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll return shortly for Sound and Communications Viewpoint.
Bosch Communication Systems, a business unit of Bosch Security Systems, is now one of the world's leading manufacturers and suppliers of professional audio, wireless, life safety, and communication equipment. Bosch Communication Systems offers complete system solutions for the world's most critical high-profile installations and events. Together, the future sounds secure.